Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, got the 12 stars already, working towards 15. In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to climb that Parade Leadershipboard. So I think a lot of people were already gotten their hat, the drums, and even feathers from those daily packs itself. So please do and get more of these Carniball players and put into your team. And then activate all the extra bonuses, like I said, the hat, the drum, and the feather, so that you can get a maximum out of the versus attack itself. Alright, so very quickly now let's enter into our first versus attack. It all depends on luck, as I mentioned. Most of it are so-called scripted. So of course, again, if you have a higher OVR, it's a good chance you will win, but as I said, it's scripted. Even though I have a higher OVR, sometimes they just refuse to let me win, and if I doesn't win, doesn't matter, because to me it's just a matter of difference of 15 score. But what is important is I'll regenerate 100 over of those score by having that additional probably 60 bonus points from those 6 players, plus the drum, plus the feather, plus the hat. So of course, it all depends on luck whether you get those hats or not, and those feathers and those drums, right? So with that, you get a good party score every time, and you can easily climb that ranking chart itself. But again, everybody would have been able to do that right now. So even though I've secured the 3rd place right now, it doesn't mean it will be an easy win or easy to stay on that rank itself. So I'm going to continuously to work hard as and when, if possible. I'm going to watch that video and then insert all those bonuses. Now let's see what we got for today's pack. It's a daily pack that you can open, and with that, then hopefully you get some feathers. If not, at least you can get some drums or hats itself. So what do we get? Alright, we get drums. Good. So again, we can place them into the bonus before the versus attack. And do remember to change to your team, basically formation with all the Carnivore players before you go ahead, because sometimes, you know, when we switch between teams to do different things, you may have forgotten. So always do a check before you actually activated that start button, because you'll be spending 5 of those currency in a way. So there's no way you can go back after that. So you got to bear in mind there's a limited number of videos you can watch a day. So given that context, you really got to focus and then make sure this is more important than your other videos. Just make sure you watch these videos and then eventually get those chances to go more of this versus attack. So again, it's always scripted, regardless what is the OVR. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but most importantly, do not give up. Alright, it doesn't matter if you lose. You know that it's just a difference of a mere 15 points. More importantly is you get those 100 over points from all those bonuses, and eventually there will be a script that is in your favor. So what do I mean? They somewhat will have a log of how many times you win and how many times you loses. So back end in the system, they will make sure you win when you lose too much. So given that fact, it doesn't matter. They will give you easy competitor. So now they could have recorded I won too much. Henceforth, they're giving me really difficult players and making me lose for consecutively a few times. But like I said, very soon they're going to pay me back by giving me good so-called opponents, i.e. very low OVR opponents, so that it's my turn to win. As you can see there, everybody is working hard on this leadership board because of that parade points. If you can get 3rd, you can get an extra player, and that will be an additional 10 bonus point itself. So why are we working so hard? Because there is itself a reward chart here that we can get some coins, and probably a 93 player as well. Beyond this, it may be a bit tough. If you're lucky, we could get that rare. Otherwise, probably we just stop at that player, because there isn't many days left, and every cycle I think is about 3 days. So you just measure, if you can get 150 each time, you only have 3 cycles, you get 450. This is where you'll end. There's no way you can go beyond this unless you are paid to win. So this is something you got to work out if you want those money, or in other words those coins and that rare rank up material. Alright, so again, I'm going to show you this again is the one that make me losers. As usual, is expected. 119 is not possible, so it doesn't matter. Eventually, as I said, they'll pay back, and I believe it's time for them to pay back soon. So now I'm 115 and they're giving me a 110. Alright, so this is what I meant. You loses too much, they'll make sure you win regardless. But if you win too much, they'll make sure you lose regardless. Alright, so you could be facing a lower OVR, you will still lose. It's because it's all scripted. But you got to try your best. I mean, doesn't mean that you sit back and relax and you win. No, it doesn't work that way. As long as you try your normal best, you should be able to win. Alright, so with that, we have climbed the leadership board and hopefully retain there. Otherwise, you were the lower of those parade points. Alright, another good opponent, 110 again. So this is what I mean. You losers, you win back. Alright, so do not be disappointed and disheartened. Keep on going. No worries at all. I'm not good at all this versus attack or the H2H, but I'll just keep on trying. And there's no difference in terms of the returns for those H2H or the versus attack because of the energy. You use double, you get double the rewards. Alright, so now back to this getting of those 15 stars. As usual, I'll go with this skill game first because it is the easiest of the all. The only focus is focus on the ball and not on the white coins. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't collect all the white coins at all. So of course the second skill game that always I will go for is the coin runner. It is the easiest of the lot because it's a matter of skill. When you pass the corridor, make sure you go slow and you should be fine. And when you pass back the corridor back to the zombie there, just make sure you run in circles. Alright, run in circles, the zombie can't touch you. Alright, so that's about it. Alright, so that's we can easily gather that 6 stars from that 2 skill game. And unfortunately we run out of energy soon. We are unable to finish all that 15 stars, but I'm going to show you just 4. Okay, the 4 that I am confident of getting 3 stars each. For this one, your only way to do it is to align yourself to the target board. Do not go sway around, just make sure you go straight, and then eventually you do in front. Either you could strike your fingers across, or you prefer to use the shoot button. For me, I prefer to use the shoot button. So that's how you did it. Alright, this is another one. It's a matter of luck. Sometimes you may aim it correctly or accurately at the usual time, but unfortunately sometimes it doesn't allow you, right? So you're just going to make sure there's no hurry, you got lots of time. So make sure you hit some white ones along the way. That will compensate just in case you miss some. So I missed a few, or 1 or 2 just now, so I'm going to take the white ones to bring them down. Alright, so this is how it works, and there's a lots of time left to not be worried about that. With that, we have gathered 12 stars, and definitely going to wait to see how we can plan forward. The feather I'm going to collect soon. I need another feather, but I did some calculation. It seems like it's not possible for me to get a 98 right now, but again, I'm holding back my collection of the feather and see how it work out. So this is it, and then eventually there will be more countries and regions that is being opened, and then you can see which player you want. If you have not collected any using those masks, good for you. I would normally think that the last one may be the best, but again, you can check it out yourself. And for me, I'm just counting the number of masks required to get the second feathers. I think somewhat I'm confident of getting it, because getting 2 feathers, I can go and claim that milestone 2 player and then eventually sell it from the market. But of course, if you could get that 98 player, it should be priced slightly higher in the market. But it may not be that easy unless you're getting 100 masks every time in a way. And do that SBC if you have enough of those extras Carniball player, so you can get those rank up materials. And last but not least, do remember to collect your points for the Beckham by watching a video. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe. Bye.